What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are doing great. I have played Elden Ring one time in my entire life and I have never beat the game. So today I plan to achieve that goal, but with a twist. And as you can see the title, I will only use parries and daggers. And here you got Mr. Elden Nerd in the back yelling, "Oh, but not every boss is parryable." Yes, Timmy, you are correct. Not every boss in Elden Ring is parryable. Even though not every boss is parryable, I also will not be using any incantations. Yeah, I know. But there's actually a reason for this. When a boss is not parryable, normally people would just think to use stuff like Flame of the Red Mains to break their stance to get criticals. But in my eyes, that's too easy. What I will allow myself to do is wield 2 daggers at once. The rules are, if it's parryable, I cannot use anything else but parry and critical to kill that boss. So that means if it's not parryable, I'm allowed to dual wield daggers, but I still am not allowed to use incantations to break stance. I am allowed to use any Ashes of War as long as they come pre-equipped on that dagger. There are some incantations in Ashes of War that I'm letting slide, this being the Chilling Mist and the Poison Blade and the Blood Flame Blade. Yes, Chilling Mist is an Ash of War, but why am I allowing this? In the rare occasions that I actually do use this Ash of War, it's because I'm making my Blade Frost and I'm not trying to proc Frost with the Chilling Mist itself. And to my knowledge, stuff like Bloody Slash does not break poise as much, so this is completely usable. Remember, it's only Ashes of War that strictly break poise more than they do actually damage that I'm not allowed to use. And all shield Ashes of War are completely usable. Stuff like Golden Parry, Carrying Retaliation, and Golden Vow. Golden Vow on shields is okay, even though I never used it in this playthrough. Now that I got all that out of the way, please subscribe. I'm only gonna ask you once. If you liked the video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed or just dropped a like just to help me out. Drop a comment, tell me what your favorite part of the video was, and I have nothing else to say, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. I started off by making the average Elden Ring character. This is Hilbert Funknut. Since I was only parrying, I decided to start with the bandit class since it started with the parry shield. And I got my golden seed and I was ready to go. Started off, what everybody do in their first playthrough. I committed mass murder to the nearby village. Just for fun, you know. And then I got my horsey and then swooped up the map for Limgrave. Bro, these pop-ups, dude. I couldn't dash or whatever. Oh my, bro. Look at this guy. He's stomping on my body, bro. I swooped this golden seed and then I tried to test my parry skills, but we all know how that went. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Go. Oh, holy shit. Dude. Wait, he's coming up here? Oh. What are the chances I actually parried this guy? Okay, give me this first, just so I didn't come up here for nothing. Alright. Holy shit. Alright, come here, buddy. Okay, that was definitely a parry.
If you want the fucking brawl.
Bro, Mr. Pumpkinhead is coming back up here. I eventually killed him and then finally got Bloody Slash. I got the Golden Seed, exhausted Stormhill Shack's dialogue, and headed to the Crucible Knight. Are you gonna shield bash me, or what are you gonna do next? Aye! Yep, give me that. Okay, 140? That's it? I was doing like no damage, and my game was lagging super bad for some reason, so I just decided to come back to this. What is going on? Why is it doing this? Please! I did the usual after this. I killed the Watchdog and the Beastman and Farum Azula, and then I also got the Reduvia. The Reduvia is an A tier weapon on my list, so I went and got this because this was going to be great for my stage of the game. After this, I went and got a bunch of smithing stones to upgrade my Reduvia, but I forgot that it takes sombers. But this is going to be important for the next dagger that I get. This is where the Reduvia really shines. Look at that bleed damage. Then I went to go kill the Bloodhound Knight just for some quick cash. Oh my god, like what is that? Oh my god. Bro, that's just... That was a parry, bro. Ain't no way. Now, most of these actually are parries, but to my experience, I could be wrong, but you have to be semi-close to them for it to actually parry. And that's why they're not parrying. They're partial blocks, but they're not parrying. Alright, guys, you know what? I'm not gonna be a bitch. I was just low-key learning that guy's moves, you know? Nothing. I mean, I was just low-key learning his moves, so, like, you know, I'll cut him a break, but... Fuck. You know... Maybe I should not myself. Holy shit. Once I figured out the problem was I had to be closer to them, I easily got this guy. It was a breeze. Alright, well, now on to Margit, the first major boss that I was going to fight of this game. And it took me a good 20 minutes just to hit a single parry, but it also didn't help in the second phase. This motherfucker did not use anything except his non-parryable spectral weapons. Like, how the fuck do you want me to do a parry only if I can't even fucking parry? It was kind of easy. Once I get it down, this fight just takes time. Alright, you know, I just gotta get used to his moveset, honestly. It's kind of hard just having to be, like, literally inside of him. I had the parries down, but I just didn't have his moveset down. The spectral weapons just kept killing me. This is very doable. God, yeah, that was so bad, man. Okay, just stick it up my ass at this point. You motherfucker, bro! Yo! He always pulls out the stupid-ass fucking sword! Dude, oh, you motherfucker. Dude. Stop spamming this spectral! Bro, I can't! Bro, give me... I'm lagging. Oh my gosh. I'm actually gonna fucking crash out. Bro, that he literally pulled every single spectral weapon out from his asshole and fucking hit me with it. You little bitch, dude. I swear that one chops me up at the end every time. It doesn't do that much damage, but... I know I could easily do this, but just to make my life a little easier, I went and did a couple dungeons and got the Ash of War Sacred Blade. And this shot a projectile, so I thought it would be pretty good. So I went to the round table and applied the Ash of War, and I was ready to fight him again. I literally kept dying and dying. I mean, like, listen to this. Oh my god, I'm stuck! Duh! Oh my god! Bro, who put the fucking small barricade from Fortnite there, bro? I was getting so mad because this was like the 25th attempt that I just had on him, even after getting the Sacred Blade. So I was literally just legit, I was gonna scrap the video and just give up if I didn't get it in like the next 5 tries, which thank God I did. Fucked! Holy shit! Dude, oh my fuck. Yo, I am literally the greatest player on this fucking planet. Holy shit. Holy. Yo, how long did that take? 2 minutes? Damn! Yo, I'm so good, bro. So I just did the usual. I processed through the Stormveil Castle, I picked the gold seed, and I got fucked up by the angry birds. Dog, what am I fucking playing, dude? So I saw where you get the weapon, and I went and bought a stone sword key because you needed it. Try talisman seek up. Look at this shit! Anyways, I climbed the ladder, I got the talisman, and this was actually pretty good. It enhances jump attack, so I slapped it on. Got a somber smithing stone 2 from behind where the gate is. And I got the Misericord. Fuck, I don't know, bro. Just bear with me. Yeah, bro, my bad. I low-key did not know that door was gonna lead to fucking fuck all, dude. Now, the reason that this weapon really shines is the 140 critical stat. And that just means the more you upgrade it, the better it's gonna get. After this, I just started roaming around Caelid just to see if I could find anything to my needs. While roaming around, I found the Celia Everjail, and this housed the really easy magic guy, so this guy wasn't too much of a problem. After further roaming, a couple Ashes of War later, I found possibly one of the best things you could use to kill Godrick with. I didn't realize this until the fight started, but poison actually works really good against Godrick. And after picking up the poison blade, this was going to be my best friend. I also wanted to clarify this just in case some of you are confused. The only boundaries I have set is I cannot use any incantations / Ashes of War that break the enemy poise. Poison, Blood Flame, Holy, they don't break the poise. So theoretically, it is perfectly allowed for me to use this. Just wanted to clarify that. Next up, I ran into the tunnel that I totally wasn't prepared for, so I got out of there faster than my dad left for the milk. After getting out of that cave, I farmed this dragon for a free 70k runes, and then also, since I was right there, I picked up Radagon's Source Heal. Oh yeah, I also got the right side of the medallion. Do you see the fucking reach that that rat just had on me? Anyways, I headed to the round table to upgrade both of my daggers, and then since I didn't clear out the southern part of the Weeping Peninsula, I also did that. I picked up the gold seed, and then I headed to get Cragblade because I see people use that a lot in one-shot runs, so I figured it had to be good. What the fuck does this mean? Why do I see this everywhere? Did nothing else here but get my shit rocked by the Misbegotten, and then avenging myself. The Cragblade did kind of work as well. I guess that's a W. Why do I keep... Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it now. I tried to head over Fort Ferrith and kill the Putrid Avatar, but holy shit, this guy was so annoying. Every time I would get remotely close to him, he'd jump and spew his little shit spray out everywhere. It also didn't help that I was literally fucking tickling this guy. Like, what the fuck is this? It was time to fight Godrick, so I slapped on Scarlet Rot's little brother and let him carry me. I was so surprised because I actually killed this guy on my first try, but it was because the only attack that was hitting me was this one right here. He did this unexpectedly, and it just caught me off guard, and I couldn't get close to him, so I just let the poison damage him away, and I just stood back and ate my popcorn. This guy's second phase was actually a lot easier for me because it just felt like his moves were a lot slower and more sluggish. The only one that I really couldn't dodge was where he was throwing his dragon in the ground and flicking up a bunch of debris. That was the only one that I had trouble with. Other than that though, fight went pretty smoothly and I ended up winning. Holy fuck, I'm so good, bro. First try too, bro. Yo, dude, low-key, poison is actually crazy. Now that I had access to Liurnia through the Stormveil Castle, I hit the Church of Irith first and I grabbed the Sacred Tear. Dude, bro, oh my. Just let me have the fucking map, bro. And it's not picking up, GG's. So I got the map, I bought this whole merchant stock of smithing stones. I also got this Ash of War, I have no clue what it does. That's pretty cool. I paid a visit to the village of the Albernarix, I killed this guy, I got the right secret medallion, and I bitched the Omen Killer. That felt so good. I got a talisman that I'm probably never gonna ever use in my life. And I got fucking mauled by this dog. You know, these things piss me off. These are my least favorite fucking enemy in the game. Fuck these guys. If I ever figure out who designed these dogs from FromSoft, I'm going to fly over to their house, open their car door, and put glue all over the fucking seats. I killed the Blackguard, which, oh my gosh, I don't know why I did this. His item's actually pretty good, but I got his helmet, which was, you know, it was good. I was going by the academy and I saw this dude doing cartwheels. I thought I was tripping, but holy fuck, he's not. Dude, look at him. I'm not tripping. He's literally doing cartwheels. I love sacrificing my life for a Glintstone's fucking cookbook. Who the fuck wants this? When I went back to the round table, this dude ambushed me and he spent the first 20 seconds running straight into a chair, so that was pretty cool. I killed him and then guess what he dropped me, guys? Holy shit. A clinging bone. Yo, my life is fucking complete. Apparently it was for fist weapons, so I didn't really care about it. But I did pick up this really cool looking armor set, and honestly, the chest plate was a lot better, so it was actually a W. I actually love how this looks too, it's so fucking sick. I didn't really feel like using the Dectus medallion, so I just wanted to bypass it by killing the magma worm, so that's what I did. One of the reasons I also wanted to go up here is this sheer amount of smithing stones. Holy crap, this was really good for me too. This was a really easy fight after making my way up to the magma worm. Long story short, I'm in Altus now. Just to make this place just that much better, there is so many golden seeds here, it is like perfect. I also got what's going to be the best thing I've ever had for this run, the golden parry. I don't even know if I need to explain myself, but I'll do it anyway. So let's imagine this is you. You're very happy with your buckler and your dagger in your hands. And this is Metal Doggy. So if you try to parry this attack, it would be too far and it would be counted as a partial parry. But if you use the golden parry, it extends that range and you can parry from further away. I really hope you guys understood that because I had an aneurysm just drawing that. Anyways, I'm sure you get it, but it just extends the range you can parry. This makes it so you can stand from safer distances while being still able to parry. But anyway, let's move on to the one thing that I actually came to Altus to get. Other than the golden parry, of course. This being the black knife. I want this dagger because it allows me to use the Ash of War from a safe distance while still doing heaps of damage. This is what I'm talking about by the golden parry, by the way. Did you notice how far I was when I parried? Normally with the buckler, you have to be up in his ass, but with the golden parry, that solves that problem. You can still use the golden parry as a parry regularly, but it just increases the amount of range, as you see here. The length of this parry is crazy because I can stand in safe distances just out of their reach while still being able to parry. Think of the parry as a risk tool. You have to be in hitting distance, but if you miss, you get screwed. But if you do hit it, you get rewarded with a free critical hit. The golden parry, being able to stand out of hit distances while still being able to parry, is a win-win. I will say, fighting this guy requires some major patience, but after making good work of this guy, I got my beloved black knife and I headed straight to the round table to upgrade it. I managed to get my black knife to +5, but I didn't have enough faith, so I needed to go grind some runes, and I had the perfect place to do it. Varay's questline. And to progress his questline, you need to invade 5 people, win or lose, so I just decided to instantly kill myself and invade 5 people. While waiting on each invade, I also went and got Godrick's Great Rune. This did +5 to all stats when active. After you invade 5 people, you go back to Varay and he will give you the Lord of Blood's favor. I don't know if you guys are good with directions in Souls games, but it took me about an hour and a half just to figure out how to get up this mountain. I eventually figured it out, but damn, that took forever. I needed to make it up to the tippity top where the church was, so that's what I did, but I got invaded by Dyke. This guy tossed me the fuck around like he benched 400 pounds. I ended up killing him, but being able to parry from a safe distance goes a long way. After that, I dyed the Lord of Blood's favor with the Maiden's Blood, and I returned it back to Vike, and he gave me this that lets me progress to the Mohgwyn Palace early in the game. I didn't even know this, but apparently you're not supposed to do this right in front of him, but I didn't know that at the time. Anyways, there's a few reasons why I think this is the best place to go in the early game. All of the high grade smithing stones, and number 2, the runes. You can get so many high level smithing stones here, somber and regular, and the runes is crazy. I mean, look at this. A smithing stone 7 and a golden rune 12, a hero's rune 3 and 4, Ash of War and a somber 9, a regular 6, another 6, and a ghost glovewort 9. And this is just in the starting area of Mohgwyn Palace 2. I haven't even gone anywhere past it. So I just got the map and I saw a golden seed down in the distance, so I went to go grab that first. But I got invaded by the nameless white mask and he kicked my ass. Mohgwyn Palace is way too strong and advanced for me right now, so I went back to the Raya Lucaria tunnel to get the minor bell bearing. Now being able to use this knife, it kicks ass. This is one of the best daggers in my opinion in the game. And since I got the first one, might as well get the second, so that's what I did. Being able to levitate while using this knife basically means nothing that hits you towards your normal hitbox will hit you. In a better explanation, something too low of an attack is not going to hit you when you're that high up in the air. I bought out all the smithing stones and this made my Misericordiae +15 and my buckler the same. I added a lightning affinity too on my Misericordiae, so I hoped it just kind of did something. I went to go test my damage on the poor isolated merchant, and oh my, have I never fought a more annoying enemy in my life. Fighting this guy had me waste the most useless 20 minutes of my life. He just circled around you, but when he did hit you, it did half your fucking health bar. This was going on for 23 exact minutes. I could not take it until I finally killed him. Holy shit, this is worse than the fucking dogs. Okay, sorry, I take that back. That might be a little too insulting to the dogs. After that catastrophic incident, I used the Academy Gate key on the gate and I was gonna go kill Rennala. I was extremely overpowered for this, so this should be really easy. Before that, I was gonna go try to get the Carrion Retaliation parry, but I just didn't get it, and I actually got fondled by this guy. Dude, what the fuck? You had to do some of Ronnie's questlines at the time. I didn't know, but I ended up just not getting it, so I went to go kill Rennala. As expected, this fight went a breeze. It was super easy, and I had no problem doing it on my first try. After this, I did all the previous dungeon I wasn't able to do to get a lot of smithing stones for my weapons. I also didn't even know this, but I also got the Somber Stone Miner's Bell Bearing 2 from this cave. I don't know about you guys, but I despise the fucking Falling Star Beast. No matter what class I'm playing, he kills me every time. So I went into this just with one plan: kill him before he kills me. Oh my gosh, man. This guy dropped some really good shit, including the Somber Stone Miner's Bell Bearing 1. I don't even care about the rewards. I'm just so happy I got this fuck job out of the way. It's hard to like this guy when you're getting pinned down and fucked by Requise himself. After this, I headed for the man himself, Mr. Radon. It sure doesn't help when you get headshot sniped though. Other than that though, This fight went really smooth. I had a couple close calls, but that's about it, and I got this guy in one try too. I headed straight to Rykard after this, but there was a slight problem. I may or may not have spent around an hour and a half just trying to figure out how to get to the Volcano Manor. Maybe I'm just ass at this game, but I died like 6 times to this one chick. I killed her though. I also ended up getting the Reduvia Bloodblade Ash of War. I didn't even know this was the game. So I slapped that on my dagger and I started climbing the Eiffel Tower. On my way to the manor, I killed the full-grown Falling Star Beast, and I got a lot of good stuff from it. After I arrived at the manor, I spoke with Tannis. She spits a bunch of yap, and then I absolutely shit on this dude upstairs. It took me so long to find Rykard. I literally just rage quit out of the Volcano Manor, and I just started exploring Nokron, and hopefully I can find some good stuff here. I did the usual. I grabbed all the gloveworts and materials, and you can see this shit. Look at this. I got parried by my own mimic. Oh my, I just got parried! I wasn't even mad at this. I was actually genuinely impressed that this guy parried me. Now that I'm watching this back, I wonder if my mimic, if I spawn him in, I wonder if he'll parry other enemies like I do. After getting my ass kicked by none other than myself, I went and did the usual that people do in Nokron. I turned on all the flames, and I've actually never fought this boss up here. I wasn't planning on using summons at all during this video though, because I wanted to strictly kind of keep it parry and just stuff like that. For the first time ever fighting this boss, I didn't even know this existed until now, but for the first time, I feel like I did pretty good. He had this one attack where he regenerated all of his health, but thankfully, my Blade of Death ability makes it so he can't fully do that, so that kind of helped a lot. I didn't really fully explore Nokron, but I did fully find 2 arrows in my fucking head. These guys are so annoying. One of them gave me back shots too. I wanted to go fight Rykard now, so I made my way all the way through the Volcano Manor, and there's a couple key things I wanted to do before I fought him. The Dagger Talisman is located in the Volcano Manor somewhere, so I wanted to make sure I got my hands on that before I fought anybody else. Now on to my least favorite fat fuck in the game. I managed to parry him a couple times, but I ended up dying on my first try, but I got him on my second because I'm just fucking like that. Also, I actually wouldn't care about this boss at all, but they had to throw this fucking attack in here. Like, I didn't know Ring Around the Rosie was in fucking Elden Ring. Oh my god, what am I fucking playing right now? After sitting this fat fuck down at the table, I finally went to go achieve my one and only Dagger Talisman. I finally found my Dagger Talisman, and then I picked up the Ash of War Royal Knight's Resolve. This basically just makes it so my next critical hit is going to be increased by 35%. So if I have time to pop this before my critical, it's going to be huge. I also chose to be using the Serpent Hunter instead of a dagger in the Rykard fight because of these reasons. It's practically impossible to get close to Rykard while actually doing a good amount of damage with the dagger. And also, many people who aren't using Serpent Hunters are using counter blocks for damage, so I'm not going to be doing that, so I just decided to save time and use the Serpent Hunter. This was a really fun fight, but I still couldn't get over the jump and charge hit on the Serpent Hunter. I mean, look how many times I miss here. This is like just the funniest thing ever. Like, I was getting so mad. I was like, why isn't my things hitting? Oh yeah, and can somebody please tell me how to fucking dodge this? Every time he did this, it hit me, and it keeps fucking making me so mad. How am I supposed to dodge this? I literally tried rolling into it, away from it, to the side. I jumped, I did everything. It just doesn't work. These normal charge attacks works really good though. Yo, hello! Hit over there! Holy shit, I'm gonna... yeah, jump attack was not really the move for me. I couldn't really get it down, but these normal charge attacks were really good. They were carrying the fight. A few attacks later, I was entering the second phase with half of my HP bar and 0 health potions left. So let's see how this goes. I actually had most of his moves set down. This fight is top tier in the top of the list for me just because of the Serpent Hunter. This weapon is so perfectly designed, it feels smooth and hits hard. I also like the boss AI, the attacks. This fight is just top tier for me. I managed to get a lot of good hits on him. I got him down to about half health, and I got double hit because I panic rolled. This is the one thing in Elden Ring you shouldn't do, and I did it. And I paid the price. The next time I fought him, it went a lot smoother, and I killed him right then and there. Feast your eyes for this next part. Most of you guys already know what's going to happen here, but I can't. My, that's fucking disgusting.
Oh, you allow me some time. Our Lord's carcass is vast and not easily consumed. Let us devour the gods together.
Yep, not on my watch. And it's night. Oh, you wanna go, bro? Yo, you are literally easy parry, bro. Look at that. Get fucked. You're literally Parry City, bro. Oh, what the fuck? Never seen that move before. Yo, why did it... Oh, I didn't have it active. Shit, alright. No, bro, I did it. I did the wrong one. Alright, come on. Let's go. Hit me. Dude. Okay, there we go. I have it on. 900. It's okay. Breath. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Oh, I did kill her. Okay. Bro, look at that. Oh, bro, look at those things. What the fuck are that? Yeah. Oh, bro. That is a 3-course meal right there, bro. Yo, those lips looking really kissable. I ain't gonna cap. Oh, you can't do like single. First off, head. Yeah. After killing Rykard, I didn't do too much besides spend like 2.5 hours just trying to upgrade my weapons and get them as high as possible so when we go on our next boss fight, we'll be set. After this, I went on a smithing store run. I got flame cleansed me from the fire monks and I bought the black flame blade. Oh my gosh, this one's so shit. It lasts like 4 seconds. Then I went to go kill the Erdtree avatar, and I will say Black Flame is really good for the 3 seconds that it's actually active for. It really shreds. I soon came across this one place called the 4 Belfries, and it consisted of 4 giant towers, and one of them had a key that you can use for the other 3. But you can only choose one, so I wasn't going to go look up anything. I was just going to do something random and see what I get. So I picked up the key and decided to go with the middle one. So I put the key in, I took the portal, and it took me to Nokron, but it was someplace that you cannot get to without taking a specific teleporter. Here I picked up the model necklace that increases your focus, robustness, and immunity. And honestly, once I killed Godfrey, this is not a bad 4th talisman. There was also just a random Crucible Knight here, so I tried to sneak up on him, but his spidey senses were fucking tingling. But I killed this guy, so he didn't really drop anything. I first went to Murkwater Cave so I can grab Patch's Bell Bearing and buy the Parrying Dagger. I grabbed this golden seed on the way to go fight the Royal Knight Loretta because I needed to progress Ronnie's questline. Anyways, after that, I stopped by this guy to buy the Carrion Retaliation Ash of War. And then I bought another buckler from the Twin Maiden Husks, and I slapped this on the shield. And as you can see, this performs beautifully against anything that has a projectile. This fight went okay. I died a couple times, but as like every boss in this game, you just gotta fight them 2 or 3 times to get used to their patterns. And after 3 deaths, I managed to get used to this guy's patterns and took him down with Carrion Retaliation. Some part of me feels really stupid because this shield is really good and I should have gotten this sooner because, oh my gosh, it completely deflects projectiles and has no downside. Anyways, after that fight, I did a little exploring around the capital like everybody would do. I let Melina talk to me, and then this dude was using wall hacks on me. That was kind of fun. Dude, look at him. He's looking at me through the wall. Of course he does. After dealing with the cheater, I actually ran into this place that I've never seemed to explore before. I've never been to this place. It had some really good stuff, including the sword that strictly dealt holy damage. This would be your best friend in those dungeons. Other than that, I can't really see how this could be useful. It had a really unique Ash of War though. Up next was Godfrey, but first you had to get past these guys that would stop holding each other's dicks. I may have gone on a rant about the traveling merchant and the dogs, but holy shit, these guys are on a whole different level. I never had a problem with these guys until they had to stack 50 of them on this one fucking tree. Anyways, up next was the first Elden Lord Godfrey. This guy walked really slow, so I took advantage of that with my black assassin's blade. I got my talisman pouch and stopped on the model necklace. Morgott is parryable, which the majority of the damage I do has to come from parries. Most of Morgott's attacks are manageable parry-wise and dodge-wise, but he had this really delayed spear. Oh, it just pissed me off. Bro. After adapting, I quickly got the hang of it, and I also learned that this attack is the easiest to parry. Normally, this wouldn't be possible without the golden parry, but holy crap, look how far I am when I hit this parry. Thankfully, I leveled up my dagger enough for it to actually not tickle him and actually do some damage, but he would do this side jump sometimes on this attack, which would be really confusing. Learning how to parry this guy is going to take a while, so I just put my next few tries just to learn his moveset. During those few attempts, I figured out that when he comes over the top, it's also really easy to time. And I also figured out when I use my Blade of Death, it forces AI to start charging at me with the easy parry attack. After learning his moveset and figuring out when the best time to parry is, I brought him down in 19 attempts. And you know I gotta hit that teabag for good measure. After reading his dialogue, I had the weird glitch where the boss door wouldn't go away and I couldn't teleport out with no grace. But eventually I figured it out, I just had to relog back in.
Hello again, old friend.
What's up, baby? After talking with Melina, she gave me the Roll Medallion so I can access the Mountaintops of the Giants. After this, I made my way all the way to the Grand Lift of Rolled, and I used the Rolled Medallion to give me access to the top of the mountain. After this, I spoke with my local drug dealer.
And the flame of frenzy.
Slowly but surely, I was making my way to the top of the mountain, grabbing this minor bell bearing on the way. I snatched a sacred tear, and then I made my way across the chains to get the map of the eastern side of the Mountaintops of the Giants. While exploring, I got invaded by this dude, and he wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. I just wanted to get the grace in case I died, but nope, he was on my ass the whole time. I finally got my grace, and then I parried the fuck out of this guy and put it in his chest 3 times. Whoa, what are you thinking? I was talking about my dagger. Playing Elden Ring solo had me realize that I actually have to come up with a plan and not just sit back and use Common Azure every 5 seconds. But for this next boss, I had a great plan, and it starts here. I started by getting the Poison Mist and put it on my main dagger with the Poison Affinity. I had to go to the Lake of Rot and I didn't know any other way through Ranni's questline, so that's what I did. I retrieved this item Ranni wanted called the Finger Slayer Blade, and I also got a Great Ghost Glovewort. I retrieved it and gave it to Ranni, and she gave me the Carrion Averted statue. I took it and put it on the pedestal that required a missing item. I opened the door, and on the outside was my favorite boss in the game. Alright, you wanna get fucking parried? After I kicked this dude's ass, I took the elevator to the top of the tower to get the Curse Mark of Death. I didn't need to progress Ranni's questline anymore, so I took the portal that would take me to the underground city of Nokron. I know I've been in Nokron before, but I didn't know how to get to this exact spot from where I was at before. And I also kind of want to do Ranni's ending anyways, so I guess this works for both. I Blade of Death the fuck out of this dude because he was so slow. I eventually dropped him and I made it to the Lake of Rot. After hopping for a straight 5 minutes, I hit the grace and I fought for my life with my 5 little stupid friends. Then I made my way up the stairs to get the weapon. Alright everybody, it should be here. Yes, let's go. If you didn't guess it already, a Scarlet Rot Inflicting Dagger. Me personally, I have a really rough time with the Fire Giant, so let me just explain what I plan to do. Going into this fight, my weapons look something like this. Scorpion Stinger in my offhand for Scarlet Rot buildup, Misacorde with poison on it that has a whopping 91 buildup, and the Poison Mist Ash of War, which is a lingering effect that also has a buildup of poison. If you're confused why I'm using these weapons, you'll see very soon just how broken this is. I usually struggle with Fire Giant, so I really hope this strategy makes it so I can kill him easily. I'm doing some pretty okay damage, and I'm abusing the immunity frames when you get jumping off the horse to my advantage. After I break the ankle brace or whatever, I go ham, and this is where the magic begins. After proccing Scarlet Rot and Poison, I start slowly building up damage. You can see my wimpy little 400 turn into 5,000 real quick. I suck at dodging Fire Giant, so sitting back in my lawn chair watching all the thousands of damage rack up on him was beautiful. He always does the Flame Pillar move at the start of his phase 2, so I take this time to go proc another Poison on him to get thousands of damage in. I send him my level 1 Mimic to go die, and while he's on his Fireball attack, I take this time to go proc another Poison on him, so as long as I sit back and not get it greedy and do anything stupid. I'm dead here. I can't Dude, I ran out of healing potions and died the one time that I had everything perfectly planned out in my head. Anyways, I killed him. I touched a woman's hand for the first time in my life and she killed herself. Just kidding. Let's use the word sacrificed. After Melina burned the Erd Tree, I woke up in the strange place of Farum Azula. Crumbling Farum Azula. I was gonna max out my Mimic Ashes, not to kill major bosses with, but just to get the little annoying ones that were in my way out of the way. I do not plan to abuse another me, even though it is a free win. I will do it the hard way, and I will resist summoning the Mimic on certain bosses. I got this fucking sick armor too, look at this. These bosses being the ones that are not mandatory, but even that far, I will not even do it on those bosses. The only bosses that I would even do this with are the ones that are just super annoying that I don't really get anything from. But now that I think about it, There is one boss I have in mind that I would absolutely like to obliterate, no problem whatsoever with the Mimic tier. Oh baby, was this a good feeling. If I have a sleep pot in my pouch, my Mimic throws them too. I don't even want to think about what happens when you give him a perfume bottle. You slept these guys harder than Mike Tyson's left-right combo. Literally. After this, since I got all the barrel bearings I needed to, I upgraded my Misakorde to the max level 25, and I also decided to keep the Poison Mist on it, and my Scorpion Stinger at +8. Entering this part of the game is when you could say the real fun actually starts to begin. I went to go kill the dragon that dropped the ancient dragonstone, and then I went over to the gazebo for the somber version. Anyways, I was exploring through, I picked up the Somber Stone Miner's Bell bearing 5, I took the elevator up to the Great Bridge, and I was fighting the Tree Sentinel. I was doing okay, the Carrying Retaliation was carrying, I had him low, and then he cock stomped me twice in a row with the Thunder fucking Bolt, whatever that's called. After dying one too many times to this guy, I finally killed him, and he dropped me this armor set that was okay. It wasn't better than the Crucible, so I just didn't bother with it. I went to the round table and fully upgraded my black knife, then I went to go kill Maliketh the Black Blade.
Destined death. I will not have it stolen from me.
I always forget about that startup sentence on the first time you walk in. It's so cold. Anyways, as you can see here, I got fucking rocked the first time I fought this guy. Maliketh's moves are just a little too fast for me to learn early on. So like every fight that I'm gonna have, it just takes time. Maliketh has always been a challenging boss for me, so the number you see in the top right is how many times I've died at the current point of the video you're in. Before I fight Maliketh, there's something I remembered. I'm limiting myself to parries and daggers. There's one I forgot about. I don't know how I forgot about this. In my eyes, this is one of the best daggers in the game. This dagger required me to finish Selen's questline, but I'll save you all that. But essentially, I just traversed the map and did some quests for her like you do with every other character. And at the end, it involved me killing Jaren, and Selen gave me this. This dagger is really powerful, but it involved intelligence, so I had to cash in all of my remembrance, cash in all my runes, and upgrade intelligence. But after, my stats were looking great, and I was ready to do this. I went and defeated Nile so I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get the other side of the Haligtree medallion. I took the lift and started exploring the inner concentrated snowfields, and I went to go kill the Tarnished Eater for the somber Dragonstone. Believe it or not, the Glintstone dart was so powerful it was able to clean Maliketh on my 4th try. Up next on the list was the first Elden Lord Godfrey. Godfrey's first phase is really slow, and it allowed me to get a fully charged Glintstone dart off before returning to safety. Every time Godfrey threw his axe in the ground and made the giant fire thingy, I could not dodge it, so I just decided to play his first phase extra careful. But you can't play too careful or else stuff like this will happen. On my 18th attempt, I showed significant progress while finally, just kidding, almost getting him into his second phase. Right after this, I was trying to push him into a second phase before he can get this off, but I was too slow. Finally getting him into the second phase, I got immediately powerhoused in the fucking ground. At the beginning of the second phase, you can run up behind him for some quick and easy damage. I was actually doing really okay here, my dodges were on time, but every good thing has come with the bad, and I got sent into the concrete at fucking 120 miles an hour. On my 23rd attempt, I got really close, but I died by this one again. 24th attempt, I got curb stomped. 31st, let's take a guess, I got fucking sent into the ground again. But on my 32nd, I decided to save my physic for the end, and it worked. I finally killed him. Alright everybody, here we go. Alright, 3, 2, 1, wait. I feel like I need to defeat one more person.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola, and I have never known defeat.
Yo, hello? Damn, she wants me. I may have used the Blade of Death or the Glintstone Dart for kill other bosses, but Melania? Parry only. Now you're probably saying, you're not good enough to do parry only? I know, but I'm gonna do my own thing. You wanna see what happened on my first attempt? I didn't land a single parry. Oh, did I mention that happened on my second one too? And my third? And my fourth? Around the 6th attempt, I've actually staggered her once and got my first critical. At this point, I'm kind of just learning which ones are easy to parry and which ones I need to stay away from. Parrying was useless if I even got hit because she would heal back a fifth of the damage I did to her. Death after death, I started to wonder if I was even strong enough. Obviously I was, I just suck, I need to get good, so I started with getting good with the Chilling Mist Astral War. On the wiki, it says that Malenia is vulnerable to frost, so I thought this would be my first step forward. Proccing Frostbite would completely take the parry only away. So I looked what the longest lasting frost effect was, and it was Chilling Mist. So when I hit a critical, I was just hoping that this did that much more damage for it to show a difference. And for some reason, this didn't even make a difference. Honestly, I was going to just do Radagon and try to finish this video up, but I had an idea. Do you remember this Ash of War, Royal Knight's Resolve, that we found right before Rykard and Caelid? Yeah, well, I would not have time to pop this in the middle of her stagger because it takes 2 seconds for her to get up. But after the second parry, if I use it and hit the third parry, I can pull it off in time, making this have 35% more damage than my normal hit did. And this was exactly what I needed. after 72 deaths. I got so good with the parries that I rarely missed any. I used Bloody Slash when she was soft locked for a couple seconds for the attacks I couldn't parry. I started rolling all the attacks I shouldn't have tried to parry before. All I had to do to dodge Waterfowl Dance was become light. For those who don't know, rather than being medium, light gives you a slight boost of distance every time you dodge. And that slight distance gave me enough to dodge multiple times out of the Waterfowl Dance. After every second parry, I made sure to use my Royal Knight's Resolve. This would make my critical do 1,000 more damage, and I will also pair this with a Bloody Slash as she is getting up. Running some quick math in my head, I needed to parry Malenia 36 times total, both phases combined, for her to fall. From this point on in the fight, I die, but after this, I told myself and I knew that I could do this. The very next attempt, I made it into her second phase, and thankfully I spent so much time learning to parry the first phase attacks. These were really similar. She only had a couple new attacks, and from experience I was able to perfectly dodge the Waterfowl Dance. Now that Malenia's second phase is activated, she becomes more aggressive, and her being more aggressive means a couple things. I used to be able to pop my Royal Knight's Resolve easily with no problem. Same with healing. Now I have to really be careful and watch before I do any of those. Thankfully, I fought Malenia last playthrough enough to know how to dodge her clone attack perfectly. I still need to perfect her Waterfowl Dance, but I was too close and I didn't know what to do, so I panic rolled and I died. Now that I had all of her moves down, it was time for the final run. Sit down, bitch! Sit down! Bro! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Get fucked. Holy shit. Oh, my heart is beating so fast right now. It's actually crazy. It's like my favorite fight in the game. I love getting railed by Malenia 100 times before getting even into her second phase. But anyway, let's move on to Radagon. I've never fought Radagon before, so him chucking thunder spears into my fucking head every 2 seconds was awfully fun. But parrying Radagon, I would say, is probably one of the easiest bosses to parry in the game. Getting the parry sound for Radagon was actually super easy. It felt like we were fighting on the moon the way this guy was fucking moving. The damage wasn't really a problem just because how easy I could dodge his attacks and how easy his parries were. But oh boy, the problem was not Radagon, it was the dinosaur with the dick strapped to his head. In my eyes, this boss looked really easy, but I guess it was not because it took me over 65 tries just to fucking beat him. When I got the actual chance to hit him, I was doing around 2,000 damage before he started running away like a pussy. And honestly, the farther range attacks were no problem for me. I could easily dodge these. It was just the ones when I was up close. He would typically do this when I'm in his ass, but he would stick his fucking sword to the ground and make a nuclear explosion. It was just impossible to dodge. Oh, don't even get me started on this fucking ball of light that shoots mini balls of light out of it. What the fuck is this? I always die every time to a stupid ass delayed wave of gold attack. Oh yeah, also don't forget the unpredictable fucking black hole that he puts you in. About a quarter of the health left to go, I fucking jumped on the ring of light and my dumbass character would just lay there and not do shit. Oh yeah, I also got struck down by the fucking death ray after that too. I finally managed to get at least half of his moves down, and this is where I'm actually making progress in this fight. I will say the dagger is probably not the ideal choice for Elden Beast, but holy shit, it's not the worst either. I'm not sure what an insane damage cycle looks like on this guy, but I was doing upwards of 2,000 damage each time he just froze in place, which was really good. Oh, you want to guess what happened next? Here, don't worry, I'll tell you. I get fucking sword slammed into the ground. Again. Oh! There is no way, bro! At this point in the fight, I fought him so many times, I was really comfortable on the long range attacks. It was just the short ones I still had to work on. But I got him down to really low health, and what does he decide to do? Drop a fucking nuke on my head. It's okay though, because I just used my reverse curse technique to heal myself right back up. But then after that, I finally got it. No! Okay! Let's go, dude, finally! Holy shit, that literally took 2 hours and 53 minutes just to beat him. 2 hours and 53 minutes is absolutely crazy for this boss. Hey, at least it wasn't 8.5 hours. I was gonna end the game here, but I realized I said I was gonna do Ronnie's questline, so I went to go finish that. Me and my Mimic tier absolutely boot ganged Estelle, and I finished Ronnie's questline, so here's the full cinematic.
The battle is over, I see. I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, shall we? My fair consort eternal.
And there we have it. I beat Elden Ring while only using parries and daggers. I spent upwards of 2 weeks making this video, and editing it was a pain in the ass. So please, I'm just going to kindly ask you to hit that subscribe button. It is completely free, and you can always change your mind later. If you guys want to keep seeing Elden Ring, please let me know by dropping a comment and letting me know what I should do next. I appreciate you guys watching to the end, and I see myself making more of these videos in the future. So turn on those post noties, you know the drill. Unfortunately, that is the end of our adventure, and I hope to see you guys in another video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys next time. I am Melania, Blade of Mikola. 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 I'm gonna hurt somebody, bro. Fuck.